And I'm pleased to report that the Centipede monitor is finally working at last. Needs a bit of adjustment. Oh, and looks like I've got a foreign language dip switch setting to change. As this hasn't been working for a while, the trackball's not great, but I can strip that down, clean up the bearings, re-oil them, and to give it a bit of a play, it should be alright. So, another cab nearly ready for play. The trackball housing is horrendously filthy, so in it goes in a sink of hot water and soap and toothbrushes to basically get into all the nooks and crannies in the plastic and clean it up. With the bearings, I've washed them out using WD-40 and now I've applied some 3-in-1 oil and spanned them to basically get the oil to soak through. Here's a little trick for cleaning the rollers in the trackball. Install the roller into a drill. Hold a patch of Scotch-Brite over the roller and then just spin it on the drill. As you can see, it's come up. It's got a bit of wear on it, but it's come up pretty nice and shiny and smooth, so that will help a lot. And there we have it. All 3 rollers turned out pretty nice. If these were actually available for sale in the UK, I'd just buy some new ones, but you tend to have to import these from America. So this is a quick way of getting your trackball game up and running again. Okay, I've spanned all the bearings on the drill to get rid of all the old oil, and some more dirt came out of them and old oil. Now I've just soaked them in 3-in-1 oil again. I'm just going to leave them for a few minutes and spin them on the drill and basically repeat that until there's no dirt or rust or anything coming out of them anymore, and then they should be fairly smooth. And the ball itself has polished up pretty well using some Novus 2 and a cotton cloth. It's a bit yellowed, but it's actually smooth and clean now. Trackball's working great now. Nice and free spinning. So just start the game up. See the character's working fine. Now, as you can see, there's a bit of a fault here on the board. All the mushrooms are down one side of the screen, and no sound. So I'm going to have to pull the board out and have a look at that. Right, so I can test the audio circuitry on the Centipede PCB by applying a signal to the OP amp. As we're getting a tone, that means that everything is working up to, look at the schematic diagram, everything between the outputs and the pokey. So it's most likely the actual pokey chip is bad. So I just removed it just so I can do that test there. But when I go into test mode as well, it's reporting chip 5 bad, which is the pokey. As I've tried, I've actually got a few pokies there. I've tried a couple and it's still exactly the same, so it's most likely that one of the select lines is actually bad. Well, that turned out pretty easy. It was in fact a bad select line going to the pokey. I'm assuming that Atari are using the pokey as a random number generator, as the what do you call them? The mushrooms are now randomly placed on screen rather than just all going down one side. It looked a bit like it could have been a RAM fault originally, but it's actually the random number function in the pokey. Also, if we start the game, you will hear and sounds all working fine. And the PCB is now reinstalled in the game. Let's just start it up and give it a test. Okay, that's all working fine.